if you don't know about that secret playlist, you just go to the main page, and I upload all of these streams to the DFC Unlimited playlist. So you can, like, always go back and watch them. Twitch only keeps them for, like, a couple of weeks. Alright, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing. I'm gonna fully review these patch notes because I feel like I have to at some point, and I have to understand these. Because obviously we need a news update on this shit. Obviously, boys. You think we're not gonna do a news update on this shit? There's so much material for jokes in this shit. Are you kidding me? We looked at this for fucking 5 minutes. And we knew. We just knew right away. Max is on. All right, GG. Oh, Blizzard. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Max is on. Oh, GG. All right, let's look this up. We've already switched gears. Let's check it out. Let's just check this out. I'll keep an eye on Max's stream though. I'm gonna have it up. I'll keep an eye on it. Looks like he might be clearing the more. Oh no. Oh dude, it's fucking Max and Doombringer. We can't miss this. We can't miss this, boys. You want to watch this before we fucking patch review? This is a good fucking duel. Oh my god, we can't miss this, dude. This is Doombringer. Doombringer versus Max. So, you guys remember Doombringer? The last time we saw a consistent Doom was DFC Season 1 or 2. He's back, man. He is back. Oh, he's back, man. And it is good. Like, I can't wait to see. He is a notorious Cold Sorceress player. And I mean notorious. This guy is well known on a Cold Sorceress. Very familiar with all of the intricate details of the build in PvP. And probably one of the most consistent Cold Sword players I've ever seen. One of the most frustrating ones to play up against as a Paladin in my experience. But he's back, and he's finally playing in D2R. This will be insane to see. Jess, you're so hung up on that. You're so hung up on that. Put it this way. The day Toshank achieves a DFC title and defends it, I will change my stance. Because I do think it has to do with achievements on the Sin, and Bowie has a lot of them. So do you. That will change my mind. You started a war you won't win? Oh shit, I love seeing it. You love seeing it. You love seeing it. Oh shit. Alright. Jeff's gonna be on a Sin, dude, and he's gonna take it to DFC Gold. And I will have to officially change my opinion on who the best Sin in the fucking world is if we see Jess take this DFC title and defend it. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Sweet. Deal. Deal. It is done. Alright, bro. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. If I don't see you, I'll message you. If I don't see you, I'll message you. GG. This is something I would be happy to be proven wrong. But put it this way, it's something that Bowie has done barely. Is obtain a DFC Unlimited title and defend it. It's been very hard. In the new format of DFC, it's extremely hard to do. Almost certainly, no question in my mind, if it's defended twice. It's almost certainly. But dude, there's some stiff competition at the top. Fucking Chew 30, bro, is probably quickly on his way to getting that title. Like, quickly in contention with what Bowie has achieved on a Sin. Dude is insane. Nah, I don't think that's true, Chew. He's really good. He's really good. It's just so competitive at the top, dude. There's a lot of good players, and there's a lot of good players on a Sin, and it's such fine differences in the Sins that make them who they are as players. Like, you know what I mean? And I really think it comes down to that. Oh my God. Look at that, boys. That was one fucking blizzard hit right there. And that's how it's gonna be, dude. Like, I'm sure Max landed some nasty damage. You know, he landed some nasty damage there. But Max doesn't have a lot of life with this build. As we've seen in the past, I don't know, actually. Hold on, wait a minute. He might have switched something up. Because without battle orders and with no gear on here, he has 1900 life. He might have switched something up with this build. Fix your res rules, Cooley. 3.5k HP. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. You also have to figure, so this is something that that Doombringer has done because he's seen this in the rule set. He's one of the only players that's seen this in the rule set. I think the only other person we've seen even try to abuse this is Zale. But there's something in the rule set that I was just honestly sick of having to answer to Doom for the cold stack rules. And we set some very liberal ones, you know, on cold stack. But Doombringer figured out, much like Zale did, if you fucking go glass cannon with your sorceress and you stop all this fucking ES bullshit and you go straight damage, you risk it all to deliver it all, you can get some fucking KOs of the night with a cold sork. Even with people maxed out cold res, it's devastating. And that's why building cold stack rules around a sorceress is so hard. Because you can't, it's almost like when you build rules too liberally, any cold sork will just rip anybody up. You see an orb sork tearing people up. Hell, you might even see a hybrid. But if you make them like too strict and, you know, way too high, you have to go full damage. And imagine making rule sets on this. Like, if there was one change I would suggest for D2R and PvP, or just D2R in general, make Cold Mastery work like the other Cold Mastery or other Mastery skills. It's such a pain in the ass in PvP to make rule sets around fucking cold damage. Because of this exact thing that can happen. You can make very, you know, decent rule sets around most cold sorks that would go ES and just be, you know, pretty good. But then you get someone like Doom that is familiar on a cold sork and goes full damage and fucking KOs you. We could also just add 30 to all resistance, because the big thing that we did that made these rule sets different for cold res is we made it so that the Anya quest didn't count. That's the only big change. But truth be told, it's all data-based, so like we haven't ever seen a cold sorceress take down, like become a DFC champion and dominantly defend, and so being data-based and data-driven, it's just like, how do you nerf a cold sorceress when you have shit like necros and druids and these classes dominating? Like, obviously this rule set has not paved the way for a cold sorceress to be the #1. You know, or possibly when Doombringer comes back into this fully, if this is his start into coming into this fully, this could be good. This could be the way. He could be the person to do it. If there ever was a person to do it, it would be Doombringer. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, the -75 would definitely apply in PvP. That's like the only thing that doesn't apply is the monster thing, but your cold resist would definitely get nerfed with those new charms. Yeah, they definitely don't, which I think is a big mistake. They don't factor it in at all. They don't do shit. Like, and they really should. Because when they don't, look at what we get. We get these dumbass charms that make the game easy. Like, you're making the game easier for PVM and not even changing the difficulty of the terror zones. You stupid fucks. Like, what are you doing? You're just listening to Dobrunsky's video and like being like, oh man, these terror zones are really hard for the players that are poor as fuck and don't want to do anything and want to have everything easy. Let's give them a charm that makes the game easy. Like, for Christ's sake, will you just like listen to the PvP players who actually play this game and know what's up? Like that. Just focus on the end game. GG. Nice placement of the Blizz there. Nice placement of the Blizz there. Max, I believe, took three, maybe 4 Blizzes in that exchange. But this is the problem with cold sorceresses. It's very hard to hit them. Like, it's very hard to catch them. I would agree. I would almost think he needs the weapon block here. I think it would be very beneficial to have weapon block in this matchup. Because weapon blocking a Blizzard feels so good. Yeah, that would be my big suggestion. Now that you've done all of this bullshit with the charms that break monster immunities, like, can you please just make Cold Mastery work like the other masteries so that rule sets don't get all fucked? Like, it's so hard to plan around Cold Sorceresses. PvP would get so much simpler if you just made Cold Mastery work like all of the other masteries. Boost the damage and stop fucking with the resistance. Like, it would just immediately balance things out in PvP. All of these crazy cold stack rule sets would just be not necessary anymore. But yeah, like we were saying, I mean, that's the big problem is I got a lot of respect for Blizzard. Honestly, honest opinion, I think Blizzard catches a lot of shit because they're a big company, and you have big companies that have dumbass CEOs sometimes that do stupid shit. You know, and that's just how it is. Like, sometimes people in big companies, the bigger you are, the law of large numbers says your employees are probably gonna do stupid shit. And then people are gonna hate on them. They got a lot of money, so that makes people hate on them. The bigger a company gets, like, the more people are gonna hate on them just for being a big company. But that aside, Blizzard does a good job for the most part. But I seriously think that in recent history with D2R, they're dropping the fucking ball. Like, you're listening to... And I get it. I love Dabrowski too. I think he's great. But, like, you can't just watch a Dabrowski video and make the stupidest fucking change in the game based on what he says. Like, you know what I mean? You can't do that, dude. This was a dumb change. It's going to make PvE or PvM, like, way easier unnecessarily when there's already endgame builds that can take out these terror zones like the chumps that they are. Don't dodge. All right, bro. Yeah, I'll keep you in mind. We got some shit though to do. We're gonna watch this duel and then review the patch notes. So it might be a while. Might be a while. Full disclosure. You can call it a dodge, but yeah, dodge equals loss. I'd probably lose anyway. I'll admit it. I mean, people tested terrors on, and it's just too easy. Yeah, like. There's already endgame builds that can rip these terror zones up, man. Max trying to get in with some nasty chain locks here, but unsuccessfully. Doombringer always having that Blizz waiting. He's very good at that. Like, it's very hard to catch him unprepared. He's a very defensively annoying player. If it doesn't do him any justice. It sounds mean, but like. What I mean by that is he's going to keep the distance and challenge you with CT Blizzes that just out of your range and, like, annoy the piss out of you and remain offensive from so far away. It's so hard to catch him. It takes some skill to pull this off. And look at this, man. He's pulling it off. He's doing some nasty damage. Nasty damage and not taking much. Yeah. All right, sweet. Good to know, Jess. Shirley had a great idea about making more immunities in terror zones to promote team play. I don't like that either. I think terror zones are great the way they are. They make it so you can level solo, which is what let's be serious for a minute. 95% of people that ever try leveling are probably leveling solo, and that includes looking for public games where other people are bailing, you know, and just jumping in and leeching off bail. Like, it's all just like it always was. It's a Wild West, dude. People are trying to do this shit solo. So you want to encourage people to solo MF online without, you know, making a players count that you can adjust online, then keep the terror zones the way they are. Yes, they're easy, but what, like, they're still harder than just about any other area you can go to. Like, so why? It's like a complete contradiction to give you a charm to make them even easier after beefing them up, and then people saying they're too easy, not making them harder, and then making them easier for fucking chumps. Like, these guys aren't even, they're trying to listen to everybody and completely fucking everything up. Take those charms and throw them in the trash. Like, keep the terror zones the way they are. Yes, it's easy experience. Who the fuck is saying level 99 needs to be harder to get to? Who is saying that? Like, is there anybody here that's just like, level 99 is way too easy to get to? We need this to be a little harder. Like, who is saying that? I've never met anybody that's like, this is just too easy to do. Terror zones are great. They're easy. Keep them the way it is. Like, keep them the way it is. Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's cool that they're thinking more diverse builds, but the way that they're going at it, Redemption, is just ass backwards. Why make terror zones with theoretically harder monsters if you're just gonna make the whole game easier? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If you think that the monster immunities are something that's, like, ridiculous and not needed, then take them out. You know what I mean? I still don't agree with that. I think it's very... It's like a... If you're sitting there and you're saying, oh my gosh, I don't... Like, these monsters are way too hard, and I can't farm certain areas with my Cold Sorceress. That's the endearing part of D2. Like, you need to diversify your build a little bit. Nice pressure there from Max. He's getting these nasty kicks, but dude, I'm telling you, dude, Doombringer's always just ready. It's so hard to get these in on him, and bam, closes the distance, lands a blitz, and I believe it's currently 4-0 in favor of Doombringer. That's insane. That is insane. Is it 5-0 or is it 4? Yeah, I think it's 4-0. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4-0. Maybe it's 5-0. We'll see. Yeah, 4-0. Okay. Yep. Doombringer agrees. Vamp. You say that about too easy to get to 99? Yeah. Like, there were so many ways. There were so many ways, Jeffrey. Like, there's so many ways that you can make this game more interesting for diverse builds with adding things to the game, such as new rune words. How about you add a rune word that has a different type of rune word that has conviction? How about you make it so that conviction breaks all immunities? Like, that will also add diversified builds. Like, there's so many ways to do this, and like, just throwing in a charm that just does this, like, come on, man. That's so lazy. That's so lazy. You don't have to program in new rune words. You don't have to fix anything about the game. You just have to make some dumbass charm with 2 abilities that makes all of the babies that complain about everything, makes the game too easy. Do you think that's going to stop the babies from complaining about this game? No, because now you're going to have these babies start crying about, like, oh man, well, I don't have this charm. You're going to hear the same shit you hear with the Enigma. Like, when people bitching about Enigma, being like that was an absolute blessing when they made that rune word back in LOD. But you hear people bitching, being like, yeah, well, teleport is just dumb. Like, you know, teleport is stupid. Like, no, teleport fixed the game because everybody was bitching about teleport on a sorceress, and all you could farm with was a sorceress. So now everybody has teleport, and they still bitch about it. They bitch about, like, Enigma is some terrible fucking thing. And it's like, no, dude, Enigma saved the game in a lot of ways and diversified things for build. It was a genius item to add. Like, how about, like, you could have done this same thing, like, and made the game more interesting. Well, here's a suggestion. Make it so you can make Enigma in a helm. Boom. More builds. More builds. Simple. Right, right. Or just make it exactly so that all the elements can be broken with infinity or lower res. Like that, by using those things, you're showing that a player is thinking outside the box to try to break resistances. You should reward them for that. Oh my god, Max pushing the pressure here, but not able to land anything big on Doombringer. Sitting right in the pressure of the Blizzard there, almost getting taken out. And look at that, dude. Doombringer is also really good at having these anticipatory ice blasts waiting for you. I gotta tell you, man, this is a big win for Doombringer if he can pull it off, because Max is has been the absolute boogeyman sin here. But he is going more Trapper here. He has restatted to Trapper versus a Cold Sorceress. Almost conceding that the Blade Fury Sin would have been almost a non-competitive against this matchup, I would imagine. But it's going to be very tough. He's in a bad spot. He's in a very bad spot. Nice chains, though. Can he pull it off? It's an uphill battle here. I like that he's keeping his distance. He kind of needs to at this point. But you still see Doombringer dropping down these nasty CT Blizzes. Yeah, and you may also see Max not follow him here. And not do these chains as much. Unless he's very well timing them very well. But unfortunately, that Orb Man doing just enough. Doing just enough. He says, higher cold res, Cooley, please. Yeah. It looks demoralizing, for sure. It looks demoralizing. You also got to figure Doombringer's a savage on a Cold Sork, dude. He's the most savage Cold Sork I've ever seen. I don't like to hang in 3 hits. Use Claw Block. The argument to that is use Claw Block, right? Then you can technically tank more Blizzards. But then I suppose if you use Claw Block, you have less cold res, so when you do get hit, it's going to hurt even more. I suppose that's a counter argument. Oh, I see. If I use Claw Block, I can't use Fury Right or no Deflight. I don't have a 25 Open Wounds Claw. Interesting. Interesting. Well played. Well played. Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. It's something to keep in mind. Like I said, I think it's hard to do it if a sorceress is not absolutely dominating the DFC. Like if Cold Sorks aren't absolutely dominating the DFC, it's hard to do it. Especially when you have characters like Druids, where raising the cold res rules and shit just makes it even more demoralizing. No, it's just crazy. Red armor breaks your cold res cap, Cooley. Oh, yeah, and look at this. You can actually see Doombringer. I'm wondering if... Dude, I actually want to see this. Is Doombringer streaming? Is he streaming his... I would love to see this setup, because you can see from that red armor that Max is talking about, he's using cold-faceted armor. He's going to show it off to Max here. He's going to show off what he's using. So look at this. He's gone full-blown fuckery here. Look at this. Jeweler's armor of the whale with 4 facets in it. Absolutely savage shit here. I was surprised he didn't go with a shield too. I suppose it makes more sense because if you go with the shield, yeah, you get more cast on a spirit than you would in armor in that slot. Yeah, very nice. What is that helm? Wow, 222 open socket. God damn. God damn. That's fucking beautiful, dude. Not gonna lie. It's very well tailored towards Max's build. A 5/5 facet in there with a low rune. If that doesn't say I'm ready for lightning, a lightning character, I don't know what does. Yeah, it's just a max damage, well-tailored build to what Max is presenting to. Yeah, and Max was using the Shadow Grand Charms as he's showing off here. Probably planning on doing more damage with Mind Blast and all of these, all of these secondary skills with traps as a backup, really, making Doombringer over prepare. Yeah, yeah, and a sin is just naturally expensive. It's very true. Yeah, it's something to keep in mind. It's something to keep in mind. Like I said, it's just so hard to change it right now, whereas Sorks aren't dominating the DFC. Like, because there's right now the PvP is in a weird spot. It's a scissors paper rock game. Like, oh yeah, for sure. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna undeafen here. I'm gonna undeafen. All right, yo, what's up, Max?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up? What's up, Max?
Let me adjust these volumes
Hey, am I
here.
in here? Am I muted?
No,
No,
you're not
good,
muted.
you're good.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, cool.
All right, boys. All right. I think this volume's good. I think everybody can hear you. Who told me to unmute? Was that you, Max?
Yeah,
When
that's
you
me.
when you get that Jade Talon though, and you get a sick cold res jewel, I think that's and you get claw block.
Yeah, it is
I
just
gotta
a
mute the stream. But yeah, I kind of I messed up. I don't know. You got me really good. I just don't really know what to do with this kind of cold resist. It's like I'm used to fighting on 410 and a Raven against everyone because that's what everyone uses, and just no one gives a fuck. But yeah, forcing me to fight on low resist just means that I get hit in 2 or 3 hits, and it's like assassins don't have the chasing power right now. The way that you dueled me, that you never came to me really, that I don't have a chasing tool to come at you. I guess I could have gone claw. Like there is a build that I think assassin wins against a Blizzork, but I didn't respect this just for you. I was trying trap bow for a while, trap venom for a bit. This is actually how I beat Jexus from the last DFC. He fought Hammerden against me, and this build took him down.
Well, that's why I was trying to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be arrogant or sound like cocky or anything, but that's why I took Max Block off because you had told me that before the duel that this is just your basic.
This could be even worse if you had Max Block set up. But I don't know. I feel like
Don't get me wrong. My build has
like
54% chance block on
I don't know.
spirit.
Sin versus Sork, I feel is fair with higher res, and I'm used to using higher resist. But I respect whatever rules Cooley says out for the DFC because I always enjoy playing in the DFC. So
Oh my God.
whatever it is, in the moment I'm a little bit upset
Max
that I
knows
got
I'm a-
melted in 2 or
Max
3
knows
Blizz
I'm a
hits.
flawed
But
human
it is what
being
it
at
is.
heart.
I had some fun trying to hit you. I didn't succeed. I couldn't really hold any name lock. Every time I mind blasted you or name locked you at all, you were off my map, and I just can't really follow up without stun. I tried using Dragonflight, but you were very smart and always using Blizzard. Kind of that's how you fight against Dragonflight. Dragonflight has its weaknesses, and you definitely showed today how to fight against it properly. I could not get a clean hit on you most duels.
Doombringer's an absolute savage on a cold Sork. We were noticing that too. Every time you chained or closed the distance, you ran into the same shit that like I ran into with Paladins.
Really risky. Like I feel like last patch or back on LOD, it's like assassins could create a safe situation to stomp on top of Blizzard Sorks, but now you don't have that luxury anymore. So I guess I need to invest in the claw setup. That's really what it is.
I think if you would have had claw with like the same amount of resist, you would have been able to tank the same amount of blizzards, but randomly just block a few too, which is like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
if you think about
if I put my chaos main hand, I can still Dragonflight you. I guess I could just not use Dragonflight and use Fury main. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe because I can still reach the. It's a little bit harder to reach the resist, but I think I can do it. I can at least reach 360.
If you would have clipped me with a whirlwind, I would have died. And if you would have had, like you said, weapon block, then you're going to be looking at the fact that you're going from 3 hits to 6 to 8 hits effective HP pool on average. Unless RNG just screws you.
Yeah, I mean, weapon block is RNG. I don't like depending on it because there are times where you just teleport into a blizzard, and if you die in 2 hits, you die in 2 hits. So
I feel the same way about max block sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes 75% seems like 12.
Yeah, I guess I need another Fool's Claw. My current Fool's Claw is in Blade Fury mode, so it has a low rune.
Dude, we've been ladder MFing.
Yeah,
I know.
we should have gone with that. Boys, yeah, this is awesome. I just want to say, like, GG to both of you guys. Max, it's so crazy to see you always on a sin. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I always learn something. And I know it must have been frustrating. It's frustrating to duel Doombringer straight out, I'm just going to say, because he's like the best defensive Sork player I've ever seen. Like, he'll aggress you from the greatest distances, and he's always fucking ready when you come in on him. It's like the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah, I don't.
So like,
I don't know. I feel like I had a plan coming into the duel, and it didn't work out. And I realized that my plan only works if I'm able to tank a couple of blizzard hits. But because I wasn't able to do that, it's like now I needed a backup plan. I should have had a clock law set up ready to go for this matchup. I guess I didn't think it's true since I haven't been playing this spec for a while since I was on Blade Sin recently.
There's not many like good cold sources
so close to finding you.
Yeah,
I've gotten so many almost claws for you, so I'm gonna get you one eventually. I haven't found it yet, but I've also thrown away some shit you said was good because I have no knowledge of claws, but you schooled me up, so I'm looking out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, yeah, this is frustrating. Like, I couldn't really chase you at all. Every single time I got you in a name lock, it's just like, whoop, you're off the map. Now I can't follow up.
Well, dude, I will say this, dude. It's always fun watching both of you duel. Also, welcome back, Doombringer. This was so cool to see you in a DFC event again, man. It's been quite some time. This was phenomenal. You need to come and tear up the DFC and prove to everybody that cold sorks are broken. And then I can change the cold sork rules and keep you and Max happy. Well, you not so much, but you might have a title at that point, so it might just be a moot point.
I got you. No, wind druids are pretty impossible. They can stand still and cast Cyclone and survive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So.
And there's like 90 of them. I see them all.
It's you got to run a necro or a druid these days, or else are you really a dueler? Are you really a dueler if you don't own a druid or a necro? Well, let's be serious.
You gotta drop some serious form gold on that shit too.
Yeah, for sure. Boys, GG's to both of you. I'm gonna cut back and review these patch notes here, but this was awesome. I appreciate you guys popping in and letting us see this. This was cool to watch.
Thanks for letting me in, man.
GG's, boys. Yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, always love watching those guys duel. Let's cut over to the rest of these patch notes and make sure we're not missing anything real quick. I'll see if I can combine these videos for YouTube. I promise this is the last time for the YouTube viewers. Peace.